What's up, y'all? Welcome to the next episode of the StaleFace podcast. It's to introduce ourselves. My name is Cooks, and your name is. He over here looking on Instagram and stuff.
My name is my name.
Zool.
I'm gonna post a picture of Zool on something like that. But to come see, do we need to plug the social media?
Yes. Plug in social media at StaleFace Inc. All one word on Instagram, and from there we have all the other sites linked. Yeah. So this is kind of more of a recap episode. Our last podcast that we did was in a car, and we teased at the end that we were going to be going to New York, and we went to New York. And we went to New York.
What game we saw? Yeah. So we went to New York. Great trip. I
don't know, like, what else can you say?
Yeah, I mean, so things didn't exactly pan out.
Look, if he's gonna be nice, I'm gonna talk noise, but it's all in jest. It was frustrating, but we're just I don't the people don't be offended. It's not personal. It's just what happened. So we were gonna go up to New York to meet with the Founders crew and also some of the influencers that they were going to have at their basketball tournament that they're going to have that weekend. And it's going to be cool. We're going to go connect with everybody, volunteer, help out, do whatever we can, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, just meet people and get our face and our brand and everything out there. So that's what we went up there to do. We get there. Was it Friday? Friday night. We get there Friday night. We went out Friday night, didn't we? We went out, but we didn't go, like, out.
What did we do Friday night? Or did we?
I don't know. Anyway, we were up late, and we woke up the next day, and so I'm like, okay, I can't remember where the address is for this basketball court. I know it's not at Founders. I know it's like at some basketball court somewhere. So I've been in contact with some other guy, Riplin, at RIPLIN on Instagram. Cool dude, talking to him. He was actually playing in the tournament. So I go and ask him, I'm like, yo, so what's the address for the basketball tournament? He comes to me and says, hey, they postponed it, like it's not happening today. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But, like, at this particular point, I'm emotionally invested in it. And this is the very reason we came up there. Well, it's one of the main reasons we came up there. And so I get in the Founders group, I'm like, yo, so me and my boy are headed to the basketball tournament. Who has the address? And people are like, no, don't come. We had to postpone and everything. And it was just a bad time because it's like, yo, I spent a lot of money.
Right.
Coming up here.
Money coming up here. That's some new car money I spent.
Yo. Because you just brought you. I had to bring my wife. So everything was double. And I had to feed 2 mouths. Put 2 butts in plane seats or whatever. But alright, so that's what happened that day. It was disappointing, but you know, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then the rest of Saturday happened.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just an interesting trip. You know, it ended up turning into a much needed vacation, nevertheless.
Yeah.
Went by really fast.
Yeah, it went by like fast and slow at the same time.
Yeah, because we didn't really know what to do.
I mean, like, it was a great trip. It was nice. 'Cause I've never been to New York before. I've never been in that area. I lived in DC for a little bit, but that was like when I was little. So, like, Saturday, we had planned on connecting with the dude from, I won't say his name, one of our business mentors.
Yeah. And
dude's like, this is how you know somebody's got money. Like, we were supposed to meet with him, and he completely forgot. He just flew to Vegas to watch the fight. And we're just like, okay, we kind of told you like 3 weeks ago to come up here. But it's whatever. Because, like, I feel like being an entrepreneur, that's, like, 80% of your job is either putting out fires or trying to determine, like, we're going to use this fire to cook meat instead of burn our house down.
Cook meat.
Cook meat. Some. Shut up.
But yeah, I mean, it ended up being a good trip. You know, shout out to Mayweather 50-0 out here. Mm-hmm. We didn't even really get to watch the fight.
We didn't watch the fight. We were in a club when the fight was going on.
We was partying, like, what was that, like 24 floors up or something like that?
Yeah, on a rooftop.
Yeah,
it was
on
great,
the rooftop
for free.
At what was it, 230th?
Yeah, 230th.
230th
Hey,
on
and
Fifth.
Bounce, whatever that club is called. Is it Bounce? The first one we went to.
Oh.
Bounce. It is Bounce.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
No, Slate.
Yeah, Slate. Hey, Slate, y'all price is entirely too high. I'm not paying no.
Yo, listen. Listen, this is inflation at its greatest. We look online for the tickets to go to Slate to watch the fight. It was $20 online. Get to the line. There's mad people up there. Dude in front of me is talking about $50. And, you know, that was still, I was like, okay.
That's a lot, but it's not that.
We're on vacation. I, don't mind spending a little more than normal. Then an Anglo-Saxon walked out talking about it was $80 and it was time to go.
Exactly. Like,
yo, it was time to go.
I don't care. Like, for $80, I could have bought the fight and just watched it. Like,
right. That's
for $80,
more than 3/4 of the fight, right?
Exactly. Because if we had spent, like, whatever that is, $240 to get in, we might as well bought the fight and then spent, like, an extra $140 for fight supplements.
Fight supplement.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that one place was like $100.
Exactly. The place we ended up going to, they were originally charging $100 for the watch party, but when we got there, I think the fight was pretty much over. They let us in free, and it was great.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we got mad pictures,
Yeah, and you guys will be seeing all of them
periodically.
Yeah. And it was great. It was a good trip because on our first day there, first full day there, we were out walking with the shirts on. I can't tell you how many times we got stopped just talking about what do your shirts mean, what is it for, what do y'all do, yada yada. Yeah,
we got stopped on Church and Murray over there by the World Trade Center at a Famiglia's pizza shop.
Yeah,
Staten Island Ferry.
Yeah, and it's really great to see like the brand that you're building is garnering attention, even when like you don't like all we had was the shirts on, and it's a great feeling when your product is garnering that much attention that you don't even have to like be special. Like
right.
Your product is garnering your attention by itself.
We literally just had shirts on. It's not like we was passing out flyers or making a lot of noise or trying to make people notice us. People just they saw it and wanted to know what does that mean.
Exactly, because we were definitely just being tourists like pretty much that whole day. Shout outs to your cousin for showing us around and everything.
Yeah.
And it was a good time. It was a great trip. Public transportation in New York City is garbage. It's effective, but it's garbage. We spent about 45 minutes on the E-train.
Oh my god! On the way back, I hate Queens. I've always hated Queens. Anybody on this that listens to this, if you're from Queens, damn you. Sorry, Mom and Dad, if you hear that, but I don't like it. I don't like the trains in Queens. We spent 45 minutes between Queens Plaza and Jackson and Roosevelt.
just between those two. Like, that's it.
45 minutes. Just creeping.
And it's like, this is not an exaggeration. It was literally 45 minutes. We were trying to get to the airport so we could make our flight back. We were like, it's like, what, 50 miles? It's not even like that much. From LaGuardia to our place, it was like 50
like
miles.
15 miles or something like that.
It took us like almost 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours to get there.
That's New York, man.
I don't like it.
That's New York. Not to mention the night before when we was going back to our Airbnb. We were on the train in Jersey.
Oh my god!
We were on the train in Jersey. Thought we was going the wrong way the whole time. So here's a short story here. Whenever we were going back to our Airbnb, we'd have to catch a train back to West Side Avenue.
No libations were involved in this entire story. Just to
right.
Like,
we were not inebriated
at all.
Completely sober, just tired. So we had to go back to West Side Avenue in Jersey City every time we were gonna go back to our spot. We hop on the exchange.
Yeah. The bus that took you from the exchange.
Right. The bus from exchange to Jersey Avenue.
Yeah.
Thinking, all right, we good. Because we had somebody from Jersey tell us, hey, we're good. This is the West Side Avenue train. So we hop on there, get on there, and then the whole time we're thinking, yo, they got stops that we hadn't seen. Exactly. They got Port Imperial, Liberty. I mean, we had Liberty State Park. That was okay. But we had Port Imperial. A couple other stops that we were like, yo,
we ain't never been here before.
Tarnell Avenue. We were like, hey, yo, this is not.
This isn't the right way.
And we were hungry. I wanted something sweet. Cooks was hungry. His wife wanted pizza. There was a bum
just two seats in front of us.
2 seats up from us who was looking for West Side Avenue. We let him astray just because we didn't know where we was. And the only thing that saved us is because his wife, Cook's wife, wanted some pizza and looked at where we was, and it said that we was at West Side Avenue the whole time. We were sitting on the train for a good 20 minutes or so.
Because we thought the train had gone the wrong direction and got to the end of the track on that side. So we're waiting on the train like, surely it's going to go back the other way eventually. We're on this train for legitimate 25 minutes just pissed off. Tecumseh wants something to eat. I'm hungry. Ashley hungry. My wife's hungry. And so we're just sitting there just like, yo, when is this bus driver going to take us back the other way? Mind you, at this time, the displays in the bus are telling us we're at, like, what was that station? Like,
they said that we was at Tarnell.
Yeah, it was at Tarnell. Tarnell's the second to the last one going the opposite direction we did. So we're sitting there like, yo, we're in Tarnell. Like, I don't know nobody here. I don't know anybody in the state. Like, what's going on? So in my mind, I'm like, yo, we need to go ahead and call an Uber and just go back. Like, we'll just have to eat or whatever. So my wife is hungry, and it's like, what? It was like almost midnight. And so I'm like, you need to find some place and then just have it delivered to our Airbnb, and then we'll probably get there both at the same time. She pulls up pizza places, and the little location thing comes on. She's like, wait a minute. It says we're at West Side Avenue. I'm like, nah, your phone jacked up. So I put my phone out.
Yeah, we all start doubting each other.
Exactly.
Like, nah, we're not at West Side Avenue.
Exactly. And it still says West Side Avenue. We get off the train, and it's like, yo, whoever does these signs in this bus needs to be fired. We had to go back inside and tell the bum that had asked this West Side Avenue to tell us, it actually is, because we told him it wasn't at first.
Right, we had him lost, we was lost.
Exactly. But yeah.
And then even the first night, going to the Airbnb, there was dudes on the block with liquid courage in their system. We thought they was gonna start shooting. We were like, oh, here we go.
Exactly. We've been off the plane a good 2 hours about to get shot.
Yeah. I was just like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Here we go. But overall, yes, it was a good trip. Definitely much needed vacation. Can't wait to go back. I was already looking at going back before we even left because I miss it. And yeah, I miss it up there. So I will be going back very, very soon. As soon as I can. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so
that was pretty much the entirety of the New York trip.
Yeah.
It could have ended up being just a series of unfortunate events, but like, when you're in our position, you don't have the luxury of just like